New Kia Stinger GTS vs Audi S5 Sportback. The ability to effect change is a blessing, but it can be tricky to do, especially when it comes to rebooting an image. It's doable though, as Apple has proved, since languishing for decades in the fiscal shadow of Microsoft, and nearly going under in 1997, it has done rather well. Rebranding itself as a visionary tech company offering must-have lifestyle accessories, it launched a phone and is now worth $1 trillion. Which brings us to the Stinger, probably best thought of as Kia's iPhone. This top-spec GTS version is a £40,000, rear-wheel drive, fastback executive model and clear intention that the Korean brand is looking to mix it with the big boys, Audi, BMW and Mercedes-Benz. But has it come off? To find out, we're giving the Stinger no quarter. This is a straight head-to-head with the doyen of stylish, fast, executive transport, the Audi S5 Sportback. If the Stinger can hold its own against the S5, then what might have seemed a dream for Kia may become reality. Driving, performance, ride, handling, refinement. In terms of firepower, it's pretty even. Both cars have turbocharged V6 petrol engines, and while the Stinger's is slightly bigger and more powerful, the S5 counters that by weighing a bit less. Both cars send their power through 8-speed automatic gearboxes, although in the S5 it's then fed to all four corners, whereas in the Stinger it goes to the rear wheels only. This makes a difference to how they get away from standstill. Select dynamic mode in the S5 to, among other things, sharpen its accelerator response, and it catapults to 60 miles per hour in just 4.4 seconds. Even after deploying its standard launch control system, having two fewer wheels to lay down the power means the Stinger is slower away from the line. But not by much. On a dry road, it still launches without drama and pings itself to 60 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds, and besides, it's only that initial scrabble off the line where the S5 has the edge. Bury the accelerator at 30 miles per hour and they're neck and neck as they pile on speed. Even in its sport bus attack mode, the Stinger's V6 sounds purposeful but restrained, while the S5's fruitier exhaust snarl is more invigorating. It can get wearing after a while, though. At a steady 70 miles per hour, that parp still resonates in the background, even in the car's quietest comfort mode. So, despite having similar levels of wind noise and slightly less road roar than the Stinger, the S5 is no more relaxing at speed. Then there's the S5's ride. You can add optional 900 pounds adaptive dampers, but our car came with standard passive suspension, which is firm. It jolts and jostles you around town and fidgets constantly on anything but newly rolled asphalt. The Stinger comes with adaptive dampers as standard. Set these to comfort mode and, while it's not as smooth riding as the best executive cars, for something purporting to be a sporty GT it's pretty darn good. It certainly takes the sting out of all but the worst abrasions, albeit with a bit of suspension noise. However, on twisty roads, the S5 is devastatingly fast. Even in slippery conditions, its four-wheel drive lets you pour on the power out of slow corners with minimal fuss and, with the exception of its slightly lazy, anodyne steering, it gives you so much confidence. Disadvantaged again by rear-wheel drive, the Stinger is slower along any twisty road. Yet the fact it's more playful and feels more alive make it way more fun at sensible road speeds. Behind the wheel. Driving position, visibility, build quality. Both cars come with an electrically adjustable driver's seat, and steering column in the Stinger, and four-way adjustment lumbar support. However, the S5 seat is mounted too high for a sporty GT, the lower slung driving position in the Stinger feels more appropriate. Logical dashboard layouts make these cars easy to get to grips with. The Stinger doesn't offer the S5's option of digital instrument dials, 250 pounds, which look great and relay important information clearly, but its analog and aisles it sandwich a 7.0-inch screen that does a similar job. It's relatively easy to see forward out of both cars, but not so much rearwards due to their sloping roof lines. To alleviate any parking woes, each comes with front and rear parking sensors, and the Stinger augments these with a 360 camera. Where the S5 clearly wins is on interior quality. The Stinger looks fetching enough inside, with brushed aluminium, gloss black panels and soft nap leather seats, but compared with the S5, its switches don't click so exactly, its plastics don't have the same lustrous sheen, and in places it doesn't feel so robustly forged.